peace. It's our religion for a lot of people. It's a place of letting go of the stresses and worries. You've got to remember they are doing the minute silence for the people that died in respect. Football has a job to bring a light on things. This is Britain. We're very proud and British. It's our sport. I don't agree with them being political. And the way I see it right now, until there is until we are very clear, the Ukraine war, things were very clear immediately. Everybody knew exactly. This feels very, very murky and messy, and I think they're right to not be overly political. It will cause upset for a certain amount of people.
OK, Mike.
So I don't think it is political. I think we have a duty to do it. Now, the FA in this country is called the Football Association, not the English Football Association, because it was the first one. It leads the world, and the world looked to us for guidance. How can they, like that, arch up for the Ukraine situation, for the massacre in France, and say today, oh, we don't want to take sides on this? There's no side to take. Now, the other thing you've got to consider is Wembley Stadium, where it is in North London, can be seen up to 15 miles away. You can see it from the top stand at Epsom Racecourse.
But we've seen what's happened with Sheffield.
Excuse me, can I just say it covers the whole of London, including the North London boroughs, which is the major location of Jewish communities in this country, right? And the message should go out. We are on the side of civilization.
Right,
we are on the side of Ukraine. Of Israel.
Yeah, but hang on. At the weekend, there was a terrible massacre of Israelis by Hamas in an extraordinary surprise attack. And it was terrorism, and we support Israel in its response. We all support Israel in the pain it feels. Right, that's point one, Mike. Yep. And you stick the colours up on that point. The second point is whether you support Israel in its tactics in choking off Gaza and going in and so on. And that's more complicated.
That's utterly irrelevant at the moment.
But the problem is this. If you put the colours up on the arch, does it suggest that you support the Israeli operation in Gaza?
No, it means
it doesn't.
You are showing support for the civilised world against aggressors who don't like the civilised world and want to blow us away.
There we are, Danielle, how about that?
We have to stick alongside them.
Why would we do anything that upset and agitated people? I don't understand that.
Sometimes it's right to do things.
But I don't think it is right at this point because, as you've just very clearly pointed out, it's not. No, but because it isn't as simple as that. It isn't as simple as that.
It's very clear what happened, Danielle. It is very clear what happened. Jeremy's just outlined.
Making out it's not years and years of complicated wars.
I'm going to say there's I think 4 Jewish schools in North London are closing.
Yeah.
As temporarily, but just while there's a safety question mark, so that just shows how serious this whole thing is. Yeah. Back here in the UK, William in Renfrewshire, hello.
Good morning.
Got a stark disagreement here on whether Wembley should be lit up. What do you think?
Well, I've got to feel sorry for the people being killed in Israel and also Palestine, and I'm really disgusted that we are some of your panellists who picked history for this one incident. In 1948. The guerrilla Israeli gangs tortured and killed pregnant women and innocent civilians right through. They've created apartheid. I'm going to stop there and say this. If you're going to fly flags, fly 2 flags. One for all the Israelis who's been killed and one for all the Palestinians, thousands and thousands of them over the years. And if you're trying to say we're a civilised world, just take these points. Britain just paid the Mau Mau for torturing them in the Congo. I know the Americans tortured the Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. So at the end of the day, the people that you've got talking, they really are disgusting because...
Well, hang on, William. We've got a lot of different directions here, but I want to put your point to Mike, which is just essentially you're lacking context if you simply react to what happened on Saturday.
No, not at all. William, we can't go back in history. I want to go back as far as the 1066 conquest and examine every item of history. We're talking about here and now, William, and you know that the behaviour shown by these people who massacred innocent babies, beheaded them, is not acceptable in the free world, not acceptable in the civilised world, and we've got to make an indication of our support. William, let me ask you this. Do you think it's right for the FA to have supported Black Lives Matter? Do you think it's right for the FA to have the rainbow laces in boots? All of these things they've supported. Nobody's objecting to that. Nobody's objecting to that.
William.
Well, let's put it this way. You keep picking your subjects. At the end of the day, you're just totally ignoring the pain the Palestinians went over under apartheid, and also the international laws repeatedly broken by Israel, by the United Nations. And just lately, the last couple of years, an Arab American journalist was killed. Nothing was done about it. You want to start asking your questions about these things and stop targeting
William, thank you very much. Thank you.
In Gaza. And by the way, see your report. I wish you were sitting in the middle of Gaza just now, filing your report, and see how much you like it.
I've been there.
I've been there as well. William, thank you. Anne in Hertfordshire, hi.
Yes, good morning. I think the FA have got to do that. They've got to light up the arch in support for the Israelis. And also, the money they get in for the football game tonight, they've got to send it to the families and the people of Israel to show their support so they can get some food and heating and lighting. We've got to show our support.
So if you were giving aid, you would give it to Israel, not Gaza?
Well, I'd show it to both. Show that we're not ignorant. We're showing our support, because what's happening out there is absolutely dreadful.
But if you would give it to both, why only have the Israeli flag above Wembley?
Have both the flags up there.
Okay, both the flags. Right. So I must have misheard you.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
That would be problematic.
Of course it's problematic. You know, Hamas is an uncivilised rebel organisation. How can you possibly fly a flag which is associated with them? The other thing I'd like to point out to everybody...
The Palestine flag to you means Hamas?
What I'm saying is Hamas is backed by Palestinians. The Palestinian flag shows support for all Palestinians, including Hamas. We've seen them in London. But can I make another point, please? Have people ignored the fact that the FA rely on money from places like Qatar? Qatar held the last World Cup. Qatar are bidding to buy a football club in this country. And Qatar are supporters of Hamas.
OK, all right. Well, yeah, but you're thinking the FA might be thinking they don't want to annoy the Arab world.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If you show the Israeli colours on the arch tonight, will the Middle East suddenly say, oh, we're not sure what we like is going on in England? Because
go on, Danielle, go on.
I don't understand why the minute silence isn't enough. Why are we provoking a negative reaction from people?
Negative.
The guy climbed up on the roof to remove the flag. He put himself at danger because it was upsetting him that much.
I'm talking about Wembley tonight, Danielle.
Well, exactly. So why would you do that? Why would you do that at a football match and cause friction and upset where we're supposed to be enjoying and
let's take another call. I'll tell you what, we'll take a break and we'll take more calls. I know you've got lots more to say, both of you. So it's really about the Wembley Archlight, but maybe it's broader than that. It's about the extent to which Britain shows support for Israel.